What's up everyone, it's the Action Figure Freak once again, and two of you wanted to see the Marvel Legends Cabal 3-pack. It's from the celebrating 85 years of Marvel lineup, and I don't know, this is one of the coolest, best things that we have gotten out of this line. And I mean, like, we get Dr.Doom with a cloth cape, Taskmaster, and Iron Patriot. So let's stop the talking and open this thing. And here they are out of the box, giving you a quick 360 as always. And I gotta say, all three of these are insane on a different level. I don't know, we got a lot of really cool stuff in here and a lot of really bad stuff in here. So I would say let's just get into the Iron Patriot at first. But before we get too much into the Iron Patriot, I just wanted to mention I've got the Super Skrull Dr.Doom figure we're going to compare later to this one. Okay, Iron Patriot. What do we have here on articulation? We got a vertical hinge on the head. We got ball joints on the arms. I've got a little issue here with the shoulder protector. It won't fit on there as it should. It almost makes it unable to move the arm outside. We got double jointed pinless elbows, which is awesome. Horizontal hinges on all the hands. We got here the upper chest swivel. That works perfectly fine. As you can see, I don't think I have to trim anything on there. We got like ball joints on the legs, as well as swivels, as well as double jointed knees. No ankle swivels, which is a little sad. I mean, they could have made it line up here, or do shin swivels. I don't know. They didn't, sadly. Then we got vertical foot joints. These don't move that good because of the mold, but works pretty okay. And then we have swivels on the feet as well. Okay, I won't switch out the hands, but I mean, we got like two fists for this figure here. I'm gonna explain later. And we also got here the Norman Osborn Head as well. I don't know, this facial expression looks really good. It looks almost like out of the comics. I've just finished reading the Cabal comic line, and it's really good. And yeah, we also got the Iron Patriot in this. He almost kind of started all this shit. And I don't know, the face is really on point, also with the wash under his eyes, that little shade here. It's amazing. It's really amazing. And fully molded with his awesome haircut. We kind of get another accessory piece. That's a repulsor blast. Or could be a jetpack engine. But we're going to see about that later on the Dr.Doom figure. So yeah, that's pretty much the Iron Patriot. My opinion on this is it's pretty good figure all in all. We just got the limited articulation, but that's on many, I would say, armored characters like on Iron Man. They could have maybe gotten a better idea on how to finish this or fix this, but I mean, it still works out pretty okay. We get a really cool silver metallic like paint on all the parts here, so this looks really good, but I mean, we still get a lot of painting issue like here on the legs, and not just a little bit, I would say not massively, but you can definitely notice it. And it's hard to correct this on a figure like this. Then we got the Taskmaster right here. Let's just see what kind of head joint he has. He has a vertical hinge like the other ones. Let's just keep it for short like this so we can look at the articulation a little better. This one has butterfly joints, which is absolutely nice. I really like it. Ball joints on top of these, both are moving pretty good. Then we got swivels on the arms, double jointed pinless elbows, which are also really good. The gloves here could kinda stand in the way here, but it almost seems like they got a good solution to that. But yeah, it still could get stuck a little bit. Then we got horizontal hinges on most of the hands. We're going to get into that later. We get an ab crunch, which works absolutely fine. Swivels on the hip. Normal leg articulation with ball joints here. Swivels on there. Gotta say it's stiff on the legs, pretty hard, but not too bad. Double jointed pinless knees. No, they didn't put shin swivels into there. Or even ankle swivels. I think they did this for design choice, but I mean, still a little sad. Vertical hinges on the feet as well as swivels. Before I attach his cape, I just wanted to show you this one got a really high up peg here, so let's see if we can even attach it. It's almost in there, but I don't think it will hold. It should stay like this. So yeah, it's just not really working as it should. And we get here the Taskmaster head. We can almost align it with the cape. Can kind of try to get the cape over it, but it mostly won't work. But I think it's a little unfortunate that the gold chain here of his coat is mostly getting pulled under the mask here, under his hood. But yeah. But to the accessories, let's just pull him here. We get, I think, yeah, most of the accessories are for the Taskmaster. We get like the iconic shield. It's awesome to have this. It looks really good. We got his sword. It's the same mold as from the Baron Zemo figure. Then we get a bow, which is probably the same mold as on the Hawkeye figure with the Sky Cycle. Yeah, it works pretty good. This to the side. Then we get an arrow. It's a different one as on the Hawkeye figure, but that's pretty good. Can use this for Hawkeye as one of the special arrows. I think mostly the difference is the tip of the arrow, and we got a little cut on the back here, but I don't think it won't be supported by the bow. Then we got these two here. Then we got his gun, which will be in his holster in a second. And a few more hands. I almost lost one. Holy. Let's grab it. Okay. Here we get one of these opened hands. This is horizontal hinged. And then we get, yes, two hands for grabbing, one with a trigger finger on there. These are both vertical hinged, which is amazing if we think about all these weapons that we get. Okay, just switched out a few hands. First up, his gun goes into the holster here, is pretty stable, works pretty good. And for his accessories, I also wanted to say, with the cape here, we have nothing to detach his bow part here. And the arrow pellet. I thought this is a piece that I can detach because it's stuck in there, but it's glued into there, so I won't be able to pull these out. It's a little unfortunate he can't run out of arrows, but I mean, also not too bad. Another thing that I think is really cool is his fists. There's a detail on there that goes through all of the other hands. We got a stripe here around the glove. So that's also on each of the interchangeable hands. They also could have just given us normal hands, just white ones. Nope, they actually did something for this one, but he didn't get a cloth cape. Probably because of the arrows. So here's just a quick pose, a really quick pose, didn't took too much time into this. But there you can just see, it's pretty cool. He can get his bow and arrow, and through these vertical hinged hands, he can pose these way better, and you also can pull his arrow back into here, so at least he can pull an arrow out of there. Pretty cool. Okay, just here with the shield and the sword, just to have it shown. Yeah, but all in all, just also look at a few of these details. This is one of the better figures in this set. I mean, all of these are pretty cool. But I mean, we get here the skull head with all these shades on there. We got these arrows with that pretty cool arrow here that you can stick into there. We have the shield, we have the sword, we have like the belt here. Just look at how much effort there has to be in just the belt. Also here the belt buckle. There's no painting issue or anything. It looks on point, which almost makes me wonder. Also here the belt buckle's down there. Everything is fully in place on this figure, except the cape. But yeah, all in all, this is a really awesome figure. Okay, and I think here is the thing everybody has been waiting for. First up, let's look at the articulation as on the other figures. Two, we get actually more articulation than I would have thought. We get, as you can see here, a pretty solid working neck joint. So not too stiff. Then we get a really stiff vertical hinge on his head. I first up won't use that. We also get here ball joints on his arms, pretty good. We get actually pinned double jointed elbows, but that's not too unfortunate. We get these plates and armor over there, doesn't look that much. Then we get horizontal hinges on, I think, most of the hands. On his right hand here, he got vertical hinges, which is pretty good. Then we get here the torso swivel, and holy shit, it doesn't work at all. It does move a little bit to the forward, but nothing to the sides and absolutely nothing to the back. So he just can go a little bit forward to the left and right if he bends forward. But yeah, it's hard to pose this thing, I think. Then we get, oh, holy hell. Couldn't they use any softer plastic? Holy crap. Okay, here's the reason why many people will buy a new one when a new Dr. Doom will drop. His legs are almost fully unable to move. As you can see, I'm spreading it out in a way that's not good for the figure. And I mean, like, that's one step, and I'm hurting the figure with this. This is insane, and I've paid too much for this to be this hard of plastic. And that thick also. When I compare it to the older Doom, you will see what I mean. But yeah, ball joints on the legs, swivels up here, double jointed pinned knees, ankle swivels. We get actually ankle swivels, the first figure where we get this, out of this 3-pack at least. Vertical hinges at the feet as well as swivels. So yeah, let's get into the comparison. By the way, before we get into this, I've also seen you can actually pop the gold chain parts out of here and detach the whole cape. It got a little, can I show it? Yeah, there's a little peg to it, so you can actually rearrange it, or if you buy a modded cape, you can simply get this into a safe place where it doesn't get damaged, dusty, or anything else. Okay, here we get the two Dooms side to side. And first up, we get here, as you can see, no connection on his head of the hood that he's wearing. On this here, we got one, and I'm pretty happy we don't have any more. As you can see, when he looks down, it strapped over his chin over time and then just ripped. I don't know how, but I mean, maybe that happens over time. As you see, the cape is really heavy. It's flopping around here, going to the back, doing stuff it shouldn't do. So here we got the plus point, we get the cloth cape. But the thing is, his skirt here is way longer. As you can see, I can bend it over like this. This is way softer plastic. And now if we stretch the legs out, do you see this? And it's not even on the point that it's hurting the figure. And we even got a longer cape. Just compare these side to side. Holy shit. We got a way longer cape that moves with the legs way better. This one here looks more accurate. But I mean, what should I say then? That's before really damaging the legs. That's insane. That's sad. But yeah, I thought for short that the little molds in here inside the joint, which is amazing, like also here, which is amazing, that this is something new. But I mean, it's almost the exact same mold as on the new one. We just have a little better mold in here and also mostly in here. This looks a little better, a little cleaner. Maybe also because I didn't play with this. I mean, this is like 8 years old. Feels like at least. But yeah, that when I bought this, it was a different time, okay? But yeah, mostly it's the exact same mold. We just got less details on a few parts. Like here, all these bands, everything connected, everything in here was painted on the older one. And we even, which I didn't feel like it has to be necessary, we get these golden chains in molded. But I mean, with these straps, I'm a little unhappy. Just look at these. They just left them in the same paint. Oh yeah, we already have a Doom mold. And yeah, then they don't do anything with it. It's a little sad. It's a little sad. Let's just see how this here can move. Not much better. Doesn't really hold into a forward position as the other one. But if you have this, you maybe want to keep it. Maybe. Okay? Let's just see. Last thing. Okay, for sure. Faces. We got, I mean, it's two different Dooms, I would say. Kinda like. You can't really see it that good. I mean, the lighting is alright. Yeah, here you can't see the eyes, kinda. It's hard to light under this hood. But yeah, also the eye shape and stuff is a little different. But what both of these got is jetpack engines. And let's first up get this onto the new Doom figure. So like this. Oh yeah, and we also got a peg hole on this. Yo, what? Okay, we can actually rotate the direction the joint has to point. That's insane. That's absolutely insane. I didn't knew this. I have like a few of these new ones now. Didn't know that these are articulated. Why should they be? Give us like paint on here, those straps. Why doing stuff like this that is way more unnecessary? But yeah, he can fly. He can fly. We got a few more accessories like his gun. Okay, they popped off. Like his gun. And he's also got a gun holster. Has a D for Doom on it. I think the older one doesn't. Let's see. It's the same. We got them both a Doom logo. Sad. Sad. Hasbro, you're making me sad. And I paid too much for this. Can't say it often enough. Stick it into there. Let's close this thing up. Okay, and he got his gun. By the way, it's a different mold as the one on the Taskmaster. Then we get like two fists. I don't think I have to show them or do anything big with this. Is it the same mold as on the older one? Yes, it's the same mold. So let's put these over here. Because we got like one more accessory and I was flipping when it was announced. We got here the Doombot hat. That's amazing, and that's the reason why you want to keep this. Just simply take the hat off, take the cloak off, push the hat in. Let's even see if it works on the older one. Doesn't really. Okay, it works. Also, the difference of the paint ain't too much. Oh, the older one we also got kind of a neck joint, but mine was always stuck. It didn't work. Holy shit. Why do I always get like fucked up shit? But yeah, here we got the Doombot. Let's just see how this head looks on the newer version, because I think the older is a little more bulked up. Could also just look like this because of the cape, but yeah, it kind of looks better on this one. yeah, it's okay. It's pretty okay. Okay, just in the end, little rating on this. I know the video is already too long. I'm sorry, but I don't know what to think about this. Really, I don't know. I've paid 100 euros. Normally these are like 90 for a 3-pack, and then you get an offer. Amazon offered these for 125 and made a sale for 100 euros, which is still 10 euros overpriced. And then I see stuff like this here. Okay, it's a mistake, can happen. Second mistake on the same figure. Third mistake on the same figure with the painting here. Then we see like a reason to buy a new Doom. It's all the same mold. I think only his headpiece is a new one. Everything else is reused, and reused worse in a few cases, like with these straps here that are just not painted. And then they making this shorter so it looks more comic accurate, and they thicken and harden the plastic so much. And you know why? Next time they bring out a Dr. Doom figure, you sit and like, oh, this one can move better. Damn it, Hasbro. I know you're living from our you know what I mean, from our junky lifestyles, okay? But it's still, I think it's a crime. It's 3 core characters. I mean, if you're more into the universe, if you're not, you mostly just know Dr. Doom and maybe like Taskmaster from the, Spider-Man game. But still, it's 3 core characters for everyone who's into this universe. And you pay like a fully overpriced price for 3 figures that partly don't even look finished. The Taskmaster, this is a prize fighter, okay? This is a super good thing. Works perfectly. But the Iron Patriot looks partly unfinished. Really gotta say that. And the Dr.Doom, the only reason to buy this is really just because of the cloth cape. And it's not even wired. And I don't want to complain too much. Don't make this wrong, okay? I love Hasbro just for the variety of characters they give us within one universe. No other company can do it like Hasbro, okay? I'm a big fan of Hasbro, and I will try to defend them most of the times. But the price that I paid for this, what they're doing with that, is insane, and I don't really like that. So all in all, I gotta say, I mean, for me, the Doom, okay, I could simply say I needed a Doombot with the older one in company, okay? And I don't have a Taskmaster. I really needed a Taskmaster, and I really wanted that Iron Patriot. But still, I am speechless. I really feel speechless now. If you see this for the full price, holy shit. If you see this for the full price, I would recommend you, if you don't need all three of these figures really much in your collection, if you don't have a Doom, don't have a Taskmaster, and kind of looking for a Iron Patriot, then okay, gotta take it for the full price. If you see an offer for a cheaper price, definitely pick it up, even maybe 2 times, because it will raise in the price insanely. But if you see this for overpriced, as I did, for like 10 euros more, 10 euros more for 3 figures, just to get them in one pack that should make them normally cheaper, don't get it. Don't do it. Wait for an offer. Wait if you get it on eBay as long as it's on shelves, because maybe someone found a good offer, bought like 20 of these, made them $10, $15 cheaper, still makes his money with it. Then you can definitely do it. Or if you just need 1 or 2 figures out of this pack, just go for one of these 3. But the 3-pack for full price or higher, if you don't need each and every figure in it, don't do it. I wouldn't have thought I ever would say that, but that's insane. Hasbro really destroyed the fun with this one here. I'm really happy to have Taskmaster. I'm really happy to have Iron Patriot, but as I said, this stuff here, $100, euros. This stuff, crazy stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much everything for today. Hope you have enjoyed today's video. Hope I could have helped you for your next decision on what to buy. And for now, gotta say, action out.